Join me today as we take a look at Rengoku.
I will see your bone turn to ash with my bright red blade of fire.
I think Rengoku is probably everybody's favorite, but today we have a couple of really nice upgrades to do. Yes, there's going to be a cloth one because that's kind of old news. Cloth, whatever, we all do the upgrades and they're worth it. So, the most important thing that you need to know that we are going to look at today are very, very custom, very gorgeous, vibrant accessories from the one and only Can of Beams. And I want to thank Can of Beams for sending these over so that we could all look at it together and see just how great it looks with this figure. Greninja 1, the Helldiver, look. We finally got there, didn't we? Let's look at the back. We see some stuff, and there's a lot of faceplates. Love that. Now, I will say right off the bat, because I knew when I pre-ordered it, he didn't have one of the most important accessories to this character. But I do have a way of fixing that too. And what is that thing? His bento. His obento doesn't exist in this set, and it's so frustrating because he loves a good bento box when he gets on that train. Anyway, hands, things. Let's open it. This does look good. And if we know anything about this line so far, soft goods, definitely an upgrade worth doing, and they should win an award for engineering of articulation on these things because they are fantastic. And considering how thick all of this stuff is, I've been on record saying the articulation, at least with Tanjiro, is incredible. Yoink! Spoiler alert. Because if you decide to watch the show, if you haven't yet, well, you're gonna have your heart is going to hurt. Rengoku, looking fantastic. Now, I feel like he should be pretty tall. Yes, accomplished in relation to Tanjiro and Nezuko. But this guy is so cool, he even sounds like a superhero. Anyway, let's look at these accessories because we got a lot to do today. Faceplate by default, great. The eyes look stunning. I love that. They kind of look like little grapefruits. That's funny. Now, SHFiguarts has been crushing it with this line so far, of everything that I have anyway, and you've seen everything that I have already because I just showed you a minute ago. We got a little articulation in that little bit of hair in the back, but not a ton. Now, he's a flame Hashira, but he just, you know, he went hard into the flame look. And is like, bro, maybe slow down. This isn't the early 2000s. Are you Guy Fieri?
I'm the mayor of Flavortown.
That's mean, because he's great. This is the problem with these plastic things. Visually, here's the not problem. Visually, it looks great with the colors. Downside is, look at all of these parts. Look at all these parts. That's not a cape. That's like a shredded duty-looking thing. Ugh. We have a couple of fists on by default, looking pretty solid. We have a lot of reused parts, I'm sure, between all of the Hashira boys and their little school uniform looking things. They all kind of have the same builds, but this is great. Visually, great. Let's move on. Been a while since I've heard his voice. It's kind of memorable. Then we have these hands, which I think everybody's come with so far. Just kind of these fighting stance, open stance, gripping something. Being maniacal.
Yes, I see. I will get on this train and eat a delicious bento.
Now that is how he sounded. I nailed it. I knew I'd find it. Optional hands here, but I think we've seen these as well with the figures in the past. And then we have a couple of gripping hands, of course, because we have some swords to hold. This sword looks gorgeous. My God, look at the colors. This has got a nice metallic red going through there. And then the characters along the blade. This is nice, and I'm not surprised because I mean, dang, what a beautiful line this has been so far. Then you get just the handle because if you want it to be sheathed or unsheathed, you could do that, and that is what that looks like. Nice texture here. I never really realized that his is kind of this wrap style. And then of course the little peg here so you can pop it onto his belt. Just like the other figure, so if you've seen the other ones get reviewed, then there's no surprise there. Let's get on to these faceplates, because we got some great options here that really makes this guy a standout. Option number one, just this kind of serious face, which does look great. I do appreciate that these things articulate too. I didn't notice that earlier, so that's lovely. That is fantastic. I like the eyes shifted to the side a little bit. This makes it a little bit more, you know, it opens up the opportunities to pose him into a specific look, like kind of charging after you. It's unfortunate you don't have an angry face like that with the eyes in a different direction. This is where I prefer faceplates that have adjustable eyes, but you know what? I'm still happy with this altogether. And then of course, you gotta have this one where he's tasty. He loves those bento box. Then we have this, which is a nice smiling face. It's good. Obviously, he could be doing his sleepy time stuff on the train if he wanted to. And then we get this masterpiece of a face. This is really nice to have. It's kind of sad to see, but it's also iconic and you gotta have it. Why would you not have this in the box? So good job, SHFiguarts, for including a nice variety of faceplates that really gives us, you know, all the moments of this guy that makes us happy and sad. Boy. I don't know there's a figure out there from this line that will hit all of the emotions like this does. Let's do a quick articulation thing because we do have a lot to talk about, and articulation is going to be basically the same that we've seen before. This cape thing is complete doo-doo, so let's see. That was very easy to take off. It just pops in to that piece, so obviously lots of areas to do that. Who cares? On the back, he got his kanji, which is what? Hashira? I don't know. All of this is the same as what we've seen with Tanjiro and Giyu, which I don't remember how he sounds, but then, yeah, some of the best articulation in SHFiguarts line that's not a Spider-Man. I mean, these are so good considering their design, and it makes the Dan line look really stupid. Couple of things that we need to talk about. So we have the soft goods thing. I just got it off of AliExpress, or maybe it was eBay, doesn't matter. It was cheap, and this was just to replace because I knew it needed it. And then the most important thing is it's wired. All right, so that is actually a pretty nice setup. You just remove the neck and then attach it that way, and then utilize the wires to get the look that you need. So he's already got the best upgrade up until Can of Beans showed up to play ball. As far as the hair, yes, so the little bits in the front and the big chunk in the back, plus the ponytail part, they all articulate, which should help. His head does keep popping off a little easy, which is a little frustrating. Now, one of the important things I wanted to say, as far as the things that he's missing that should have been in the box from SHFiguarts, so far, it's understandable none of these other things have been in there. This little box is just a luck of the draw kind of blind box thing from Remint, which you can get from a lot of different places. I'll try to find a link to get these, but this is like the sushi set, and it's just like a wrap thing. So this is the closest we're going to get for the items that I currently have that can be him going tasty. So happy to have that for sure. Moving on to the most important thing in this entire video, because I'm sure you've seen Rengoku, you've seen any of these other figures. Rengoku's just as good as the other figures, especially if you do a cloth upgrade. What am I talking about? Let's get on with it. That is this set of flame accessories. Look at these things, it's stunning. So Can of Beans has been known, a lot of the collecting community, to make these kind of plastic, like screen printed. I don't know the technology, so I'm gonna sound like an idiot, but this technology that whatever it is that he's using is splendid. So you get very, very vibrant pieces attached to these clear pieces of plastic. He does a ton of stuff for like anything. Basically anything you can think of that might need an effect, like a mind effect, a hands, whatever it is, he's done it. And these flame ones I just saw recently, he posted on Instagram, and I was like, dude, these are stunning. There's a little bit of a texture. Like, check this out. Let's see if we can zoom in and give this thing the attention it deserves. Look at how the application is. There's like layers. So you have like the black and then the red on top of that. I don't know how this works, but I absolutely love it. And I would love to work with him on some kind of collaboration. I don't know what that is because I'm always doing two-dimensional stuff, but this is going beyond that. Now this piece is designed to go around the blade, and we will figure that out because you only have a little bit of room to play with the plastic. And then you have these massive chunks that are absolutely gorgeous. Now he designed these so that the holes are built to work specifically with any of your Bandai stands. So these have this plug on by default, so if you're ordering these things, which I'll have links to in the description, of course, but these stands are available in 2 packs, so if you need something to go along with your figures or with effects like this, I will have a link for that. And then there you go. So there's 2 holes depending on the setup that you're wanting. That is beautiful. I just can't get over how vibrant these things are. Like whatever he's using to print this stuff, it's gorgeous. And then you get this larger one, so the curve is just a little different, as you can see here. Also comes with actually 3 spots to attach the stand. So depending on the flame technique that you're trying to use, you can have this thing set up and create a lot of depth. And of course, that's where the B-roll is going to come into play. But just to kind of give us an example, and so that I can see it right now, because the B-roll I'm doing later. I love this. I love this so much. I just can't get over how gorgeous these colors are. I don't know if it's always included, but he tossed in this bit of blue tacky stuff, so you can use this to attach effects in different ways depending on what you're needing. This stuff is life-changing, works on a lot of things. I highly recommend having it. I'll probably have to use it to hold this to his hand. But the flame and the sword piece, these just kind of slide through in some way. This is probably the easiest accessory ever to attach. You literally just take the blade through this part and then back through that part. So it's just kind of layered in there. Check that out. So that's very easy to set up. And then you just kind of position it how you want it. Obviously you can have more flame if you go from this angle, or you can have more sword if you go from this angle, and then just kind of fiddle with it. I knew this was great because I saw it on Instagram, but seeing it in person is even tenfold what I thought it was. It's gorgeous. This is the highlight of the show. This is the highlight of the review. This is the highlight of me existing as a channel. Now, if you do buy these accessories or any of his effect pieces, I mean, it's a trusted brand, a trusted store. I don't get anything out of this other than what he sent me, so I don't get commissions or anything. You can just feel free to buy with confidence from a trusted seller and creator and have the best #1, we'll just say, flame Hashira on the market. I really can't wait to get this guy set up and do some B-roll because, God bless, look at that. I mean, you've already been seeing it, but this is what I'm looking at right now in real time. Well, not even real time, because this is also pre-recorded anyway. I'm an idiot. So whether you keep the plastic cape, whether you get a bento box, or whether you get these flame accessory parts, I can't recommend the accessories enough. If you want a Rengoku, of course, that's up to you, because you could still just have your Tanjiro. Look at this. I am flame, what does he call them? I forgot what they're called. It's been so long since I've seen. I don't even think I started season. Maybe I started season 3. Flame something 1. Technique? Flame technique 1. Oh, I can do it. Yes, you can. You can do it just like me. Oh, I'm dead. That's the thing. That's what I needed for this whole story to work. That's my dedication now, is for revenge. Have you seen the castle movie, Infinite Castle? Is it good? Is it worth it? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to watch some of the others available right there. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Set your heart ablaze. Dry your eyes and look ahead. You may feel like digging your heels in, but the flow of time waits for no one.